Hi there, and welcome back to Jediism 101. All right, so in our previous few videos, we've now gone over the first three lines of the Jedi Code, as well as defining what a Jedi is, especially in modern day. First three lines of the Jedi Code: there is no emotion, there is peace. Where I talked about the fact or the idea that our emotions need to be controlled rather than letting our emotions control us. We then moved on to the second line of there is no ignorance, there is knowledge, where I expressed my desire for everybody to go out and learn something new, or even just take something they already know and learn more about it. There's never a limit to what we can learn. And then we moved on to there is no passion, there is serenity, where we look at our passions and say, okay, this got me started down the line, but what's keeping me here? We don't want our passion to rule our reason, so we need reasons for why we are still going down here beyond just the raw emotion behind it. Today, I'm going into the fourth line of the code. I am now stepping into the expanded code. Before I get to the last line of the Orthodox, there's additional three lines that I like to include in. These are the ones that I used to teach. This is the code that I often go to. So the next line that we're working on today is there is no chaos, there is harmony. This one is subtle. We see chaos. Chaos is all about us, but chaos doesn't necessarily happen for no reason, and usually there is something around about it. What I like to think of is that chaos and harmony being one and the same, whereas if you look at a tornado or a hurricane, now those are extraordinarily dangerous acts of nature. And you can quite call them, they're very chaotic. But when you really get down to it, but when you look into it, actually, inside, there's calm. The eye of the storm, there's nothing there. It's just nothing. It's calm. And when we look at the no chaos, there is harmony piece of the code, in my opinion, now keep in mind, a lot of this stuff is my opinion and what I teach, and as Bruce Lee has always said, or had said in his book and his teaching, is we take what's useful and we discard the rest. So, I'm not saying for everybody to throw out my teachings, but I am mentioning that, this isn't going to work for everybody. I encourage people to come up with their own interpretations. They may be similar to mine, they may be different. But just the same, I'm here to talk about it. You're here to learn about it, or at least listen to me talk about it. If it works for you, great. If it doesn't work for you, I'm sorry. If you have questions, please do ask them in the comments. I will try to answer you. So Jedi, because of their even keel minds that they always work towards, because this is a trained thing, are the harmony in the chaos about us. The world is chaos. My house can be chaos. Fighter practice or fencing practice can be chaos, but there's a harmony about it and there's a purpose behind it, and the Jedi, being at the center of it, can see the pattern. They work to take the chaos and make it harmonious into a way that is understandable by the world, or at the very least is understandable by the individual or a small group of individuals. Because bringing harmony to the world is extraordinarily difficult. And I'm not going to get into the politics of my home country in the United States or the politics of any other countries out there. It's too vast, it's too confusing, and it's really hard, even for someone who has tried to be harmonious and tries to be kind and tries to see the world and everybody's aspect of it. It can get to be too much. But if I can understand a bit of it for myself, and then see if I can pass that understanding on to other people. Maybe I help change a few minds. Maybe I help do things. And this is what bringing harmony to chaos really is looking at all of the stuff that's going on and just saying, maybe, just maybe, I can help. So that is today's lesson in There Is No Chaos, There Is Harmony. It's learning to see how the harmony can be harvested. Where can I find it? A bunch of instruments playing at the same time is a cacophony of sound, chaotic. They're all doing their own thing. But learning what they all can do and speaking to them and saying, hey, I know you want to do your own thing, but try doing your own thing like this. And then the next instrument, do your thing like this. And eventually everybody works together. And we can bring harmony to a world that is certainly chaotic. I mean, life is chaotic. Life is chaos. It's never going to be order. And that's what makes it life. It makes it interesting. If everything was the same all the time, it'd be boring. Survivable, but boring. So we need a bit of chaos. Chaos is fine. Just like passion. That's fine. You can have it. Emotions, they're great to have. But you have to reel it in. See if you can make it work in the world. It may not always happen. It might not always work. But I'm here to tell you, if you can make it work, it's worth it. So, my friends, thank you for listening to another clip of Jediism 101. The fourth line of the additional lines in the code, there is no chaos, there is harmony. Feel free to comment below. Always like and subscribe, that kind of stuff. I know every creator says it, but I'm asking. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button for whatever device you listen to this on, whether you're listening to it here on, if you're listening to it on TikTok, if you're listening to YouTube. I don't do these on Instagram, they're too long, but wherever you think you can make it work. All right? So till then, I ask everybody, drink more water, get some activity in, be kind to animals, be kind to the environment, be kind to others that you meet in the world because they're fighting battles you don't know anything about and you don't want to add to the chaos. See? Be kind to yourself. You only got the one self. Just be kind, be knowledgeable, be helpful, and you'll get through it. Until then, my friends, you have a wonderful afternoon, evening, morning, time zone, wherever you happen to be, and may the Force be with you.